Right, welcome everybody. So, as we have already discussed, this is the start of probably about 5 years worth of gaming for us. The Enemy Within campaign. Crucially, the Enemy in Shadows. Now, for those of you who may not be aware, this is an adventure that was written over 35 years ago. The whole campaign has been republished several times and grown as a result. We're on obviously the 4th edition of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, and with it the director's cut of the campaign. Now, originally, when this was released in the 80s, the Enemy Within campaign consisted of so many books, and crucially, the first part here, the Enemy in Shadows, is actually comprised of 2 bits. The second half is called Shadows over Bogenhafen. So there's a little bit of a seam basically between like part 1 and part 2, and we can, at the end of part 1, we can have that little discussion as to whether or not you want to just plough straight into part 2, or if you want to have some downtime and go off and do some other things, that's fine too, before then getting into the proper part 2, which is the second book, which is Death on the Reich. But anyway, we're talking several months down the line there.
No worries. I just need 2 minutes AFK.
Yay, okay. So need to go on.
Yay! So, just to set the story to you, and set the tone somewhat, I am going to just simply dump you straight in to the old world. Now, the early chapters of this are designed to cover a wide range of common situations. It's not a dungeon crawler, it's not going to be combat heavy. There will be plenty of opportunities for combat, obviously majority of that determined on by what your character decide to do, but there's many routes through things, and this is a living, breathing world, so some of the things that you go on and do will dictate the flow of the campaign. Also, some of the characters you meet will have already get their own agenda, and they'll be doing things at certain times as well. So if you don't do something by a certain time, something will trigger. Similarly, if you do something by a certain time, you'll stop something from triggering, and so on and so forth. So there's plenty going on, and you've obviously all got your characters ready to go. Just a reminder that you do have at the top right hand corner your journal, which you can click at any time. It looks like a picture of a notepad on there, and that if you to click on there, you can create a journal entry yourself, and you can actually use it like a little notepad. But you've also got your physical notepads, which I believe you've all had delivered to you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Just went and grabbed it from the living
room. The idea of that is, like I say, it's going to be a 5-year plus game, hopefully. So there's certain things that you're going to be referencing in 6, 12, 18, 24 months time that you've got no idea of remembering. So if you had a nice physical notebook to pore over, that's something to do. If you don't want to use it, that's fine. I won't be offended. Okay. So whereabouts are we in the world? Well, let's activate this and we'll find out. And again, I'll just delete Julia's character for now. There we are.
Oh, that's good. When it does finally turn up, I'll just say, "Oh, don't worry, you just got deleted."
So it's assumed that you guys are all being headed from Delbren for in different droves. Now, some of you could have come from Delbren, some of you could have come from elsewhere, but we're going to start the campaign here, just outside the Coach and Horses Inn. And you're all, for whatever reason, all motivated to get to Altdorf. If you were to zoom out on this particular map and go down, you should see all the way down here is Altdorf, which is the city, which I'm just pinging down here. Obviously, where the rivers converge. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Brilliant. Are you back there, Dan?
Sorry, I'm back. My wife's gone
Yeah.
on holiday and forgotten the car keys and the house keys. Great. When she
Nice.
comes back.
Well, she's not going to need to drive if she's on holiday.
No, but when she gets home, she won't have any keys to get into the house or anything. I'll pick up Sienna.
Fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
one
So,
okay.
from where you are to here to Altdorf is about 2 days travel, and that is by coach. That is. Walking could take as much as a week. So you've walked from wherever you've decided to come from. I say Delbren, it's assumed to be from, which is just off here to the northeast. And you got to the point where you're knackered. You want to get a coach. Now the coach and horses is similar to thousands of other coaching inns found throughout the empire. And coaching inns are usually independently owned, but chains of inns owned by coaching companies, often called coaching houses, can be found on the well-travelled routes. The owners of the inns make their living not only from paying their guests, from their paying guests, but also from rents paid by the various coaching houses that use their facilities, and from a small fee paid by the state army to supply the road wardens. Now, I'm going to show you the map of the inn in just a moment. It's a medium-sized inn. Some are far larger, resembling more like castles more than inns, while others consist of nothing more than a bar, a few bedrooms, and a stable. This is a medium-sized one, which I'm going to activate now. And again, I shall just delete Julian's character for now. There we go.
Just
now,
it's a shame War's character doesn't War's name doesn't start with a Y, because then we've got the acronym of Gertie.
could still be. That proper throw me, is that?
Sorry, I do that.
If you scroll out on this map, you can see a frontal view of the coach and horses. So there's an outer wall, which is probably about 10 feet high. An entrance is via a pair of gates leading to the road, and in this particular instance, the gates are open, and you can see. We're going to start first of all with Zeidel and Toby, which is Dan and Rich, respectively. You two have just simply walked in together. You've just ended up walking on the same road, and you've explained pleasantries, exchanged pleasantries over the last 10-15 minutes or so. You don't really know each other, but as you walk in to the grounds, you can see that there's a coach just here to the to your left as you walk in, and you can also see a dwarf just here in front of the door, about to enter the inn. At the same time, just by the entrance here, you've walked past and completely neglected to interact with a young woman, literally sat at the side of the gate, just here. She has a hood over her and she's cradling a doll in her arms. And then a few seconds later, Guta, which is yourself, Wal, you make your appearance. So you've seen these two gentlemen in front of you. They've always been about maybe 300-400 yards ahead of you. And as they've slowed down to get into the inn, you've caught up with them. And I say you can see this this young woman just here at the side of the gate. I don't know if a man of the cloth such as yourself wants to maybe interact with her, perhaps.
You said it's a little girl, didn't you?
Well, yeah, young woman.
Oh, No, not little girl. A young woman, looking a bit.
I think it was a church gag that was going over your head there, Yeva.
Yeah. Well, I am a bit tired, so hey ho. Might be a bit slow. But yeah, it's a young woman cradling a doll and looking rather lost.
Guffin beggars.
Oh.
Yeah. What time of day is it?
It is early evening.
Guten Abend.
Yeva?
Hi. Hi.
How are you?
All right. You can see that she's sort of looking rather weary.
At that moment, Zydel and Toby, from over here, you can see one of the drivers of the coach jumps on the front of the coach and said, "That wheel had better hold up. Let's go, 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 go! We've got to make up for lost time. We're already late as it is." And within moments, the coach comes galloping at full speed straight towards the gate. You four are in the way. What do you do?
Move.
Now, move!
Yeah.
There you go. You can move now.
Jump out of the way.
Are you staying there? No? Okay. With that, yeah, the coach is stopping for no one. The driver's lashing with his whip at the horses to get her, and it's gone.
Idiot.
Tom, do you want to give us a little bit of detail about what Cargan looks like and what obviously he's just about to enter the inn, but there's the commotion of the four people behind him and the coach racing on through. So it's obviously prevented him from going in. He's maybe a little bit sceptical, or maybe just a little bit curious about what's going on. So he's instead of opening the door, he's turned round.
Definitely the noises startled me. Turn around, you see a short, stocky figure, probably a dwarf. Doesn't look too kind of old for a dwarf. Yeah, he kind of. I take in everybody. I kind of take a bit of a step back as people get a bit too close to me.
Okay. So right next to you, then you've got Zydel. Dan, what's Zydel look like?
He's very tall, 6'3", and quite heavily built, so quite an imposing figure.
He's come straight up to the dwarf, so no wonder he's taking a step back.
Yeah. The scar on his face looks like he takes no nonsense. Very stern.
And walking in at the side of him, obviously, Cargan, you don't know that these guys know each other or don't know each other. You've no idea. All you've seen is these two coming together. You've got Toby at the side of him. Rich, what's Toby look like?
He's around 6 foot, 20 years old. Clean shaven, but he has a tattoo with a tear underneath his eye.
Interesting.
Seems to carry himself quite well. And seems quite friendly.
Fair enough. As you turn around, you can see that there's two other figures behind you. A male. Wall. What's Goethe look like?
I can't remember what I put down. Just under 6 foot tall. He's bald. Yeah, mediocre, middling sort of build. Doesn't really have any kind of distinguishing marks, blue eyes, and just wearing some sort of, well, just like a leather jerkin. Does have a religious symbol around his neck, though.
How old is he? He's the only character that doesn't have an age on the sheet.
Yeah. You don't know how old he is.
Okay.
Neither
One of
does
them, is
he.
it?
Yeah.
Timeless face.
You know, like
Baby face.
you know when sometimes like older men shave their heads, and then it's just like because they've not gone quite wrinkly, it's a bit hard to tell whether they're like 30 or 60. There are some,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
I
me.
imagine.
No, we all know that you're pushing 60 now, Dan. So
Hey, we know how old you are. We were there for your birthday.
You were.
we do this year, but come next year we'll have all forgotten.
So will I.
Unlike Dan, which is come next week, he will have all forgotten. Carrying a rather sizable warhammer.
Fair enough. Zidel and Kargan, you're right side of the door. The door is ajar somewhat, and you can hear that there's plenty going on inside the inn. It seems to be bustling with activity. Outside the courtyard itself, you can see there's a few other folk mingling around, but the smell of fresh manure is quite heavy in the air. A couple of ostlers can be seen outside the stables, busily rubbing down a team of 4 horses. And from inside the inn itself comes a delicious smell of cooking and the sound of merry laughter.
Right then, it sticks a shit out here. Let's go inside and get a drink.
I'll just to let this rather tall fellow in front of me first.
Dan, if you click on the door, it should open, and then you can waltz in if you want. There we go.
Mm.
Okay. So, as you walk in, you can see that there are several figures inside, and immediately upon walking in, you are greeted by a rather happy-looking fellow, and he immediately extends his arm and says, "Good day, good day. I am Gustav, and welcome to my inn, the Coach and Horses. What can I get you? Can I get you a room for the night, a meal? What can we do for you?"
Let's start with a pint of ale.
Oh, in that case, if you'd just like to see Herpin right behind the bar, he can get that for you. And then you can hear, "Get that for you behind the bar." Mm. And you turn around and you can see behind the bar is a crow.
Crow?
"I'll have a bar. Pinter for you." Ah.
Okay.
Before you're even able to say anything else, get a word in edgeways, Gustav continues. Says, welcome. Just please, it's so great to see you that you've arrived. And then Blackie goes, "Well, welcome. Leaving so soon. How nice to see you. Mm. Would you like a road to travel, or have you just arrived?" Mm.
What's with the bird?
Gustav says, "Well, there's a table over there in the corner, as you can see, and also the other end, we've got some esteemed guests this evening. With the lovely Lady Isilda. I'm very excited to have a noble woman as a guest this evening. It's wonderful, isn't it?"
I guess so. Who's she when she's wished?
"Oh, of course you have. Have a chicken to drink." Mm. Blackie flutters his wings a little bit and settles back down on his perch.
Quite a racist name you've chosen there.
I've not chosen. Gustav then says, "Oh, excuse me, I'm being called over to serve. Welcome once again, and yes, by all means, I hope you enjoy our amenities." He goes, trotting off down here.
What a strange chap.
You three coming in?
Yep.
Just the way I'm stood. Yeah, I will do.
There's a gentleman right next to you, Tom, who is sat there shuffling at a deck of cards and looking at every one of you independently. He's like, seems to be sizing you all up. On the next table down, you can see there's a gentleman who's got his nose well and truly in a book and never looks up. On the next table down here, you can see there's two gentlemen who are already rather inebriated and have just ordered some more drinks with Gustav. And then at the bottom table down here, you can see there are three ladies, one of whom looks significantly wealthier than anybody else in the inn. One who is evidently a bodyguard, she's built like a brick shithouse, and the other one who appears to be her handmaiden.
Bodyguards have handmaidens. I'm joking.
What was that, Rich?
I just said bodyguards have handmaidens. No, I'm joking.
I think I'm going to take my drink. Have I been served yet?
No, if you are wanting to be served, that is not a problem. You're just wanting an ale, did you say?
Yep, large pint.
Okay. So, if you're having a pint, then you are looking at just the one, is it?
For now.
For now, okay. Would you like the good stuff or would you like the cheap stuff?
I won't drink no swill. Good stuff.
The good stuff. That's a silver, please.
Hand over a silver.
And you don't get a pint, you get a full stein.
Glorious.
Right, cross it off your sheet, please.
Yep. So I take the stein and I head down to the table with the two drunkards to join them.
Okay. Move on down. Gustav's then going to serve the ladies. Good stuff, pint. Would you like a chicken?
I would like to make inquiries when the next coach to Altdorf
Yeah.
is going to be.
Yeah. Okay. Who are you going to talk to find that out?
Well, I suppose Bart.
Right, move yourself over then.
Yeah.
The guy behind the bar has got quite a thick kind of local dialect, shall we say. Ma'am, what can I do for you?
Hey, I was wondering when will the next coach to Altdorf be?
It leaves in the morning, ma'am.
No, and how much would it cost to take a coach?
You need to be talking to Gunnar and Holtz over there. And points to the table where you see the dwarves just go and sit next to.
Okay. Thank you. And
No, just remember, don't stray off the roads into the woods. Those who do never return. Eaten by beastmen or something far worse.
So I heard. Thank you very much. Yeah, she'll just do this very beaming, youthful, innocent smile at the bartender as she says thank you and makes her way down to the. Was it this guy or the or
No, the two.
The two drunk gadgets.
Yeah.
there. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And I'm going to
Rich,
wander down
what?
and follow her because I'm fingering the 1 silver shilling in my pocket and thinking if he's just paid a silver for a pint, then I'm not going to be able to get a coach and a drink. So I'm going to wander down and listening to see how much it's going to cost for the coach.
Okay. As you do so, Dan, if you please open your character sheet up and click on skills,
Hmm.
I would like you to click on perception, please. You then get a pop-up, and I'd like you to choose the difficulty and make it easy.
Okay. Then just roll.
Yep. Completely oblivious. Not a problem. Cool. Yeva, could you do the same, please? Perception, easy.
Perception. Difficulty easy. Roll.
+6. Astounding success. Okay. So, you have noticed that the gentleman who just walked past at the bar, who's sat there shuffling cards, has not only got a large bulging pouch, as in a coin pouch, but you've also seen specifically that he has got cards on his person as well as what he's shuffling. But he's quite evidently loaded, and say he's still looking at you all,
Okay.
sizing you all up. Not in a threatening manner, but he's quite evidently seems to be looking for someone to play a game of cards with. It's quite evident from his body language, to you anyway. Whereas Dan, I'm gonna fucking clue. He's seen him, but I haven't got a clue who he is. He just completely ignored him.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna speak to these guys at the table and in a very sort of
We'll do that
basically
in a moment.
the
We'll
yeah,
do that in a
go on.
moment. Yeah, we'll just go to Wall and Rich, see what they want you to do.
We'll do it first.
I'll let you go first, Rich.
Okay. In that case, I would like to use one of my talents and make an initiative test. To see if I can mimic the accent of the guy behind the bar.
He's rolling for initiative.
I don't know why it's initiative. I was like, no. It doesn't say if it's just a challenging roll. Yeah. No, that's a fail. Okay.
So it's quite evident that you're trying to mimic his accent then.
Yeah.
With it being a failure like that.
Yeah.
As opposed to just not. You are trying to. It's like if someone is trying to put on a Yorkshire accent and they start saying t. We don't say t, do we? We just stick it on end words before, you know. So it's that kind of approach.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what you're saying to him then.
Just asking if I can have a pint. And saying, yeah, and can I have it at local prices, not at travellers' ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So he gets you instead of a stein, you do indeed get a pint mug instead, and he requests 8 pence, please.
I'll give him 8 pence. And then if it doesn't matter,
it is literally bitter to the taste.
yeah.
And with it comes a bit more advice, which is the weather is going to take a turn for the worse, and it's going to rain tomorrow.
Ooh, let's get on that coach then. Any advice on negotiating?
Just have a word with the coachman.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. So, slowly, as I walk away, spit the beer back into the into the pint. Yeah.
Well, what's Gutter doing? Is it Gutter? Is that how we pronounce it?
Goethe.
Gutter.
Yeah, Goethe. Goethe Krieger.
What can we do for Gutter?
Greetings. No. I was trying to do the accent of the Germans. Yeah. What is the prices for the priest of Sigmar?
Same price as Priest of Mo. Same price as Farmer. No special discounts, I'm afraid, if that's what you're after.
Very well. I shall take just a normal pint. I'm not even going to bother with fucking accents now. I can't keep it up.
No reason.
The
You're
German?
doing a better job than me.
That's
Yeah, I don't do
8
accents.
8 brass,
I
please.
don't.
And how much is the accommodation?
Well, it depends whether or not you're wanting to have a room or if you want to share the dorm. We've got 3 of the bedrooms taken by coach passengers already this evening. So there's 2 bedrooms available for you, or you can stay in the dormitory if you wish. It's up to you.
The dormitory will be fine.
Okay, so the dormitories is 15 pence or 10 pence without a bed. Or you're looking at 10 shillings a night for a bedroom.
How much?
Is that dog in the window?
Okay. I shall take. I shall sleep on the floor. So that's
18 over altogether then. What's the idea? Get drunk on cheap ale and just pass out on the floor for a night?
no. I don't think I'll get drunk on one, do you?
As you empty your coin purse, how much is in it?
And put my last 8 pence remaining back in.
Fair enough. Okay. In which case, there's a voice from behind you. My friend, do I understand that you are after some kind of money troubles?
I still have some pennies. There is no troubles.
Would you like to consider a game of chance, perhaps, and view to earning some more?
Absolutely not.
No. Okay. Well, should you or your friends decide to do so, then by all means, let me know.
You have seen my friends?
Yeah, and then points to the people you've entered through, entered the building with.
Maybe your skills of observations are not so good.
I am a better card player.
I believe you are a better manipulator of cards.
Oh, believe what you want, but you know, I have money to burn and I have cards to play. Should you should you or your competitors let want to play, then by all means let me know.
Well,
The guy is dressed. He's dressed fairly extravagantly.
Yeah.
He's got a kind of like a those white shirts that are all like poofy. It's one of those with a dark blue, like a navy blue
Yeah. He's
coat
dressed
on with.
He's dressed as a stereotypical cheating bastard card shark.
I won't say cheating bastard, no, but it definitely looks like a.
Oh, I will.
He looks and sounds Bretonian. You know,
Yes,
Bretonian.
cheeky bastard.
Can you not tell with this outrageous accent?
Then I shall go away before you mock me a second time.
To which point the barman who you've been introduced to already from Gustav as being Herpin says, "Not having much luck tonight with those cards, are you, Philip?" "No luck, Philip, with cards. Philip has cards. Philip has cards. Ah! Okay, back to the table down here then. Yeva, you can see that you've got these two rather drunk gentlemen here, and a dwarf who's sat on the next bar stool, and the two guys have just been completely ignored him. They've just continued having a laugh. They are, you know, that level of drunkenness where everyone starts to just be louder than everybody else. They've reached that stage, and everyone can hear them within the bar. There are some chatter going on between the ladies on the next table, but it's relatively normal volume, whereas these two are loud.
Mm-hmm. I would like to approach these two drunk guys and go, "Hey, with this just beaming and positive facial expression and like, well, filled with innocence, I suppose, and go, hey, sorry, I was told to speak to you if I'd like to get on a coach to Altdorf tomorrow morning, and I was just wondering how much would be the how much would it cost?"
To which the two guys they're in the 40s, and one of them slaps the other one, the one that's opposite you, slaps the one nearest you on the shoulder, and says, "Gunner, another passenger." To which point he turns around, he raises his tank up to you. "Hey! You going to Altdorf, did you say?"
I would like to, yes.
Fantastic. Well, it's as you know, it's quite a lengthy journey. Two days worth of travel. We ask you just for the measly sum of 4 shillings each. And with that, he then turns around and says to the other guy opposite him, and goes, "I think that deserves a toast, don't you, Holt?" "Hey!" And they clink tankards and beer go sloshing everywhere, and they down the rest of their beer and slam them on the table, and then just pick the next tankard up and start guzzling again.
Oh.
To which the guy, the second guy, the guy who's evidently named Holt, turns around and says, looks straight in the eyes of yourself, Karkin, and goes, "Oh, how long have you been there?"
Oh, I've only just got here. I feel that I need to do some catching up. You two are already quite ahead of me.
He looks down and sees your stein and says, "Is that yours or mine?"
Oh no, this is mine.
"Oh, okay."
If you want to see a trick, and if you want to do a bit of a deal with me, I'm also looking for travel down to Altdorf. How about you give me a discount if I can down all of this flagon right now in front of you?
He looks at the other gun. It says to Gunnar, "What do you think?" In that case, I want this, please, to be an opposed haggle test. So if you use Foundry and click on the targeting thing up the top left-hand corner, you see the second
Select
column.
targets. Yeah, which one am I going after?
Holt.
We can't see names.
So there's the bottom one.
Right,
One nearest you.
selected.
Yep. And then on your character sheet, click on Haggle.
Right, haggle test. Oh, it's not showing in. Have I selected him properly? I've got arrows over him.
Yeah.
So it's showing me a difficulty for the haggle test, but there shouldn't be one for the post test, should there?
No, it's fine. Just click it as normal. That's it. And then
It's quite the impressive failure.
I then target yourself. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. And haggle. Roll. Bump.
Oh.
So post test. So marginal success. Yes, but. So I've won by. Oh yes, but you failed by 5. So in that case, it says, you can drink as much as you like. That's what we do. But nah, not falling for anything like that. You're evidently gonna be able to do it, or else you wouldn't even be suggesting it. Don't know. Sorry, 4 shillings.
Alright then,
Gunner
you don't
turn-
get to watch.
Gunner then turns around to Kazarea and says, "Come on then, are you going to ask the same? What talents are you going to come out of the woodwork to try and negotiate?"
I don't really have any talents and to try this. To be fair, mm, I'm not sure. I really would like to get to Altdorf, but I'm not sure I would have that much money on me. And just try and
I
look
see. We're going down the
really,
sympathy
really,
route, are we?
yes. Just
Okay.
try and look really, really sad and innocent and just cradle my doll a tiny bit.
Fair enough. Make a haggle test, please.
Against which one?
I guess the nearest one.
Okay. Where is Haggle? Let me find Haggle. Haggle. Is it challenging? Easy?
Just
Average?
roll. It's just standard challenging because if you target me, that's it.
Okay.
So 28. So
Yes,
full success
but-
level. First, you won by 3 success levels. So Gunnar says, "Oh, Holtz, have you heard this? Have you heard this? She'd been walking for ages. Oh, did you say you're not able to go back from whence you came? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
A bit of a predicament. Oh,
Yes, I
Holtz,
am
I'm sure we
indeed.
can we do something to help her?" And Holtz, I tell you what, look. Seeing as it's you, we'll make it 3 silver, okay?
Oh. I'll see what I can muster and just sort of very sadly gaze away and walk towards the guy with the cards.
Okay. Dan, obviously you've seen and heard all that. What do you do?
I'm going to take a seat at the table, and I reach into my pack and I take out a leather pouch, and I start to unravel this leather pouch, and inside are a set of torture instruments
Okay.
so that the chaps can see in front of it. And then I'm going to glare at the guy I'm sat next to, and I'm going to say, "I'll be straight with you. I haven't got enough to pay your fare, but I need to get to Altdorf. If you've got anybody that owes you money or any fare dodgers, I've got a set of skills that'll ensure that you get your money back. So how about you give me passage and I'll do a bit of work for you in return."
Okay. would you say that you are doing that in a rather friendly manner? Okay. A gossip test? Or would you say it's definitely, are you trying to intimidate him?
I would say I was trying to be serious. So intimidatory might be a bit strong, but yeah, let's just say I'm trying to be persuasive.
Okay, make me an intimidate test then, please.
Okay, how do I do this?
Click on skills,
So,
click on intimidate.
intimidate. What is it?
And that is just going to be an opposed test. So make sure you're targeting me with your crosshairs. Targeting Gunner, which is the nearest one.
Okay.
Yep. And that way, when you roll it, it should then come
Well,
up as an opposed test.
it's not. I don't know how to sort of.
Top left-hand corner, you've got 2 rows. You want your 2 columns. So your second column
Yeah.
and the second one down is it's like a dartboard.
Okay.
Click on that, and then
Okay.
that's it. Now you're targeting him, and then on your sheet, click on intimidate.
Okay, I'm on intimidate test.
Oh yes.
12. Okay, so I will defend myself then with my willpower. Okay, so you've got +3 success levels, and I've got -4. So it's a total difference of 7. So at which point, Gunnar turns around and says, "Oh," and he puts his arm around you. And you know that whole thing when people have had at least one too many, they get proper in your face. You can smell the eggs he just had for his dinner, and you can smell the booze on it. And he says, "Oh, where have you been all night? Oh, right, Gunnar, by the way, Gunnar." And he points to himself, beating his chest. "I didn't catch your name, my friend."
It's Zidle.
Zidle. Zidle. Come closer. Come closer.
Okay.
Come closer. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll lean in.
This is Holtz. Holtz. Zidle. Holtz. I'm Gunnar. Remember that name? Gunnar. Yeah. Right. And then you can hear it in the background. Gunnar. Remember Gunnar. And he points to the rather flamboyant-looking guy behind you. You see that Bretonian over there?
Yes.
He fleeced me. He's not as good as he thinks he is. I could have had him. But no. Out of nowhere, he just pulls these 3 queens out of nowhere. I'd done well. The first 3 rounds, I was 30 silver up. So I went all in, and out of nowhere, these 3 queens come in and just wipe me out. But, this is where Holt's come in, and he points to him. You've got good friends like him, and they just buy you beer. Anyway, that's for me to know, and you to know, and something. What was I saying again now? Was it your round?
No, you were just telling me how you'd be happy to give me a lift to Altdorf.
Oh, that's yeah. Look. Man of your talents, and he's pointing to the torture instruments on the table. We'll do it. You and the rest of you. We'll do it. We'll half price, 2 shillings each. We can't do any lower than that. Zidle, Dan, you actually know 2 shillings for a 2-day coach ride is an absolute bargain.
Okay.
Whether you can afford it or not is a different matter, but 2 shillings for a 2-day coach ride is an absolute bargain. Especially considering what 4 to start with. 4 is cheap to start with, but...
Was this conversation loud enough for me to overhear about the whole...
No, but it's quite evident from the body language that the 2 of them have gotten quite close.
Okay, so now I know the other gadget's a card shark from what this guy's just told me.
I tell you as well. Look. Tonight, if you have a look to the east, yeah, and you know from your sense of direction which way east is, but he's pointing south. That's how pissed he is. Look, strange lights have been seen to the east. Yeah, they look like fire demons dancing among the stars.
Okay.
Anyway, did you say it was your round?
And with that, I'll start to roll up my instruments of my craft and tuck them away.
Holtz, Seidel's getting them in. He's a good lad. He's a good lad, this Seidel. He's a good lad.
Okay.
And he's now drinking his pint. And you know, again, when someone gets that level of drunkenness, where they're drinking the drink and they don't really want it anymore, it's going in and out of his mouth and then back into his tankard as he's swigging it back and forth.
I'm just going to turn round and stare at the guy, the card shark.
Okay. Yever, you're up there next to him now.
I am.
He says, "Oh, good evening, mademoiselle."
Hello. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
flourishes his hand as if to say, "Please, take a seat."
I'm gonna sit down as close to him as I can.
Take a mademoiselle. Take a mademoiselle.
With this beaming smile, and I'm gonna lean into him. And so you know, with my previous success, did I spot like places where he keeps his extra cards and everything?
No, I didn't say extra cards. He was all over him. Literally, just like going through his deck, and he's got the cards all over him at the time.
Okay.
So he's like shuffling them and then chucking them on the floor and picking them up, and then organising them into suits and then putting them back, and then organising them into card value and then putting them back together and shuffling them all together.
Okay. This seems to be an interesting. Well, with the cards and stuff. So, is there a sort of game that you play with them?
Absolutely, and you can see that he's stroking the tip of his nose, and he says, "Can I get you and your compatriots a drink, perhaps? We can all play."
Well, to be fair, I'm here on my own, and I'm just gonna sort of squeeze the door slightly tighter. It just happens that I walked in with them, but I mean, I wouldn't say no to a drink.
Absolutely, yes, and we'll play up here in the corner. Look, and with that, he starts to walk already, and he starts walking over here. Oops, no, that's gonna.
Bear with me. Let me just read something really quickly.
And then he says to the guy behind the bar, Herpin, a round of drinks for our new friends. And we shall now play a game of Scarlet Empress.
Mm.
And with that, he sits down and starts shuffling his cards. He's pointing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you all playing, mademoiselle?
I wouldn't know. Would you like to ask them?
No, we, yes, see, yes, yes. With that, he comes over. Are you all together with this young lady here? She's mentioned that you're perhaps short on money and want passage to Waldorf. I've mentioned that teach you guys to play Scarlet Empress, unless you already know. Perhaps you would like to join me for a drink. I've just ordered a round with the fellow behind the bar.
I shall be with you shortly. I do
Okay.
not know how to play this game.
All the best. It's a little kind of mischievous chuckle. Well, the best kind of player then.
Okay.
As he's moving around and stuff. Oh, might land myself in shit here. I would like to use my talent, and I would like
Okay.
to try and make some money.
The fact that you are nimble fingered. Is that the
Well, I
thing
have
referring to?
nimble finger and fast hands.
Yes. So you'll be needing to sleight of hand then,
Yeah.
which you don't have. Oh, you do
I
have. Yes, you
do. I
You do,
do.
Yes, it's your sleight of hand versus his perception.
Ah. So I have fast hands, which
Mm-hmm.
is bystanders get no passive perception test to spot you use a sleight of hand skill.
Bystanders don't, so it's the other people that are around don't.
Okay.
Just your target does.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right then. Is it challenging or?
Yep.
Oh!
Oh,
Okay. Perception.
oh,
So that is just
Draw.
beaten because it's 0. Yeah. So you moved. Are you going in to try to take his entire coin purse?
No. Just sort of. I was aiming for just a bit to wand me the passage, really.
Yeah. Okay. So as you've gone towards his coin purse, he has noticed that you are a little bit closer than you should be, and it's quite evident that he knows your tricks. So much so, he doesn't touch you, but he moves in such a manner where his hips like rotate purposely out of your way, and with a flick of his hand, just runs it almost caressingly through your hair and winks at you and says, "Not tonight, mademoiselle."
I'll wing back at him.
And with that, he then takes his purse from his belt and puts it in his left hand.
I'll wing back at him and just squeeze the door a tad, like sort of with this beaming smile and everything, and just squeeze the door tighter.
Fair enough. In which case, then there's now 6 drinks appeared on the table up here, and Philippe has gone up here. Ready and waiting, shuffling cards, dealing them out.
I will turn to. You say it was Kurtz. Holt.
Holtz, yeah.
I am a priest of Sigmar. I require to get to Altdorf, but I do not have the funds to pay for the coach. Do you have any services that you require, such as someone to potentially defend your coach should you be set upon by highwaymen and bandits?
Well, as Gustav's already said, we have the ability to negotiate, and we've agreed half price, have we not? Two shilling. Can you not afford that, Mr. Priest?
No, I am providing you with a service also.
Oh, I see. Oh. No, well, no. Me and Gustav are okay for in all other means. Thank you. Did I tell you about the last time I was on Altdorf? Have I told you that already? And he's leaning so far, he's about to fall off his stool.
No, because I have only just got here.
Oh, it must have been someone else. They felt strange anyway. It'd be those wizards. Too many wizards in the capital, I say.
Yes. Well, I shall be on my way. It is a long walk to Altdorf.
Don't
May your
be
wheels
walking.
always buckle.
As you are passing the door, Wall, when you are here, you do notice the coach in question out there. There is. I'd like you, please, to make me a. Don't suppose you have trade carpentry, do you?
I don't believe
No.
so. No. I
So
don't
a
have
challenging perception test, please.
that. Yay. I will fail. Yay. Failed.
Okay. You recognise the coach in the yard by the livery of the Ratchet Lines of Altdorf, which is an old established coaching house that is struggling to survive in the face of competition from the Four Seasons Company. So the coach, from what you've gathered from listening to the patrons of the bar, arrived this evening and it headed for Altdorf in the morning. And it looks in fine condition, to be fair.
But it looks a bit beaten up.
Bright paint and polish.
Okay. Well, yeah. I can't use the what you're trying to suggest to me anyway because I failed the roll. So
You can go and have a further look if you want, or maybe suggest someone else does, or alternatively go and sit with Philippe.
I'll sit with Philippe. Because otherwise, I wouldn't really be that bothered about it. In fairness, it's only because you mentioned, the possible with
Fair
trade
enough,
carpentry. So
Cool. Tom, what's Cargon doing? Has he finished his pint yet? Or Stein, rather?
Yeah, probably. I've finished that by now. I'm rifling through my coin purse and doing some bit of maths and realizing that the prices I've overheard, I'm not going to be able to kind of afford everything I want to. So I'm going to have a look to see if there's any kind of jobs boards for anything that I can just get a bit of money for over the night.
There is actually a notice pinned at the side of the bar. You guys, the way I've set it up, should be able to see it. If you just hover over here, yep, right there, you should be able to click on that. If not, I can click on it for you.
there's nothing clickable there.
Yeah, not clickable.
Okay. And then if I
Oh, wait on a
show
minute.
this- There you go.
There we go.
Can you all see that?
Yeah.
Ooh, this looks interesting.
Apart from the last line.
Nope, definitely not a dwarf.
I'm just short and fat, honest.
How old are you? 70. I mean 17.
Oh, now that's interesting. If only there were some chaps knocking around that could be formed into a party of adventurers.
Rich, how about you?
The plan I had before has just been vetoed, but I'm just going to sit with these guys for a bit and just listen to the stories.
You plying them with more ale, or just sitting there and listening?
No, I can't afford to do that. I will.
Let me a gossip test then, please.
Challenging or
Yep. Hey, in fact, no, they're pissed, so make it easy.
okay. Sorry, I'll read that.
Oof, +7. Fucking hell. So, firstly, you hear him talking about the road to Altdorf for the morning. The road to Altdorf is troubled by bandits. Only last week, a coach failed to get through. These are troubled times, and it's about time that the Emperor started looking after the common folk. Well, speaking of the Emperor, did you know the Emperor's got a sister who is hidden in the Great Hospice north of Altdorf? She's a secret shame of the Empire.
Fantastic. Yeah, after a while of like everything else going. After a while of sitting with them, I'll just tell them that I paid them. I said, right, well, I'll see you in the morning, lads. That's not glad that's all sorted out. And just blag them that I paid them.
All right. In which case, then, I want a charm test from me, please.
No problems.
And because the gossip test was so successful, and they're pissed, on your charm test, I want you to please make this a easy roll. Five success levels. Yeah.
What's going on? I don't. The dice are being kind.
So, yes. Not a problem. Not a problem. Yeah, you're in. What was your name again?
Toby.
Toby. Yeah, not a problem. And who did you say you'd paid with?
With you, Gunnar. Just before.
No. Yeah, you said it was you and someone else, didn't you? You paid us for?
Oh yes. Yes, the young lady. It's the young lady.
Oh yeah. The lady with the Eastern accent.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, not a problem. Yeah, we'll see you in the morning, Toby.
Yes.
Gunnar, are you writing this down? No, as soon as someone pays me, I'm just spending it behind the bar. Well, how much did he pay? Oh, didn't we say it was 2 shillings for the... That's right, yeah, because and he points to Zeidel again. Zeidel's going to have a word with Philippe, isn't he? Yeah, this will be fun. Remember, he's not as good as he reckons he is. You can do it, Zeidel. You can go and win some money, can't you? And then he can come join Toby, was it?
It is Toby, yeah.
And his young female friend over there. Female friend.
I'm glad daggers at the bird.
Join female friend, pay. Have a chicken.
Where's my chicken?
That's a niche reference.
Hey,
That's a niche reference.
it is, really. Need to know the Wakefield Tramps.
Specifically the Wakefield Tramps at the turn of the millennium.
Paul Sykes and Evil Santa.
Yep. Evil Santa is a specific one. Anyway. Back to Zeidel then. What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm going to walk over here and I'm not going to fuck about anymore. I'm just going to come and sit down and say, listen, mate, I'm not interested in your stupid games. I know you're a card shark and you swindled Gunnar down there. He's asked me to come and have a word and get his money back that you gypped him out of. And then I'll just sort of give him the evil daggers.
So immediately he puts his arms up. Whoa, what are you accusing me of? What? No. He
So I'm
seems
just
to be
gonna.
very upset that anyone would accuse him.
Well, I'm just.
And immediately says, I don't know. Look, and he points at him. Look, that guy. No. He's blatantly drunk, is he not? No. You can see how I'm sober. He is not. He is very, very drunk.
All that easier for you to take the advantage of him and swindle him.
He was talking earlier about some kind of illegitimate sister of the emperor. No.
Just give me the 20 shillings you owe him.
What 20 shillings? What?
I think it was 30.
Was it?
I think so.
At which point, unbeknownst to you, you didn't see it, he's drawn a pistol under the table, and he's not aimed it at either of you. He just fired it into the air. So immediately your ears are ringing, and there's a massive cloud of smoke, and with it, he tries to make a run for it.
Okay.
He has a movement.
So, is there no opportunity to try and grab him?
In a second. So he's heading off towards the stairs here. So going 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's running 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
He's heading
So
past
everybody
me.
in the bar has heard this. So much so, there's plaster and timber raining from the ceiling now as you put a bullet in it. At the moment, Zeidel and Goethe, you're covered in smoke, so you can't see out, and you're coughing your lungs up. Evidently, everyone looks over that way to see that. And then you can just see Philippe come darting through here. So by the time you all get to react is where Philippe is right now. So Kazarea and Kargun, you've not had time to react to that. At the moment, Toby, you've got Hulse in your way, but are you wanting to try to intercept him, or are you obviously you're not aware of the nature of the conversation that's occurred there? You've just heard the gunshot, and you've looked and seen the smoke, and the only thing you've seen is Philippe come pelting towards yourself. What are you going to do, Rich?
I'll just try and step around the gunner and put my leg out, but I'm not going to try and do anything more than that.
Okay. In which case, I know an athletics check from you, but I'm going to make it a difficult with -10 roll because you've got Hulse in the way.
Yeah.
And as well as Gustav. So no but. So what happens is, as he comes darting past you, you stuck your leg out and you've just caught him. Not enough to make him leg up, but he does stumble a little bit further, and instead of being able to dash up the stairs, he stops there, puts his hand on the banister, and then he regains his balance. At which point, everyone else can now react. So Yeva and Tom, what do you guys want to do?
Well, now I wanted to try and stumble him as he was running past me, but he's way too far from me now. So
yeah, it's because you completely unexpected, wasn't it? It's gone boom, and then you've turned around and see what's gone on. By the time you've seen and heard, he's already gone past you.
Yeah, so nothing from me.
I think I'm going to take some pursuit.
Oh, okay. You want to try to chase after him?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. I know he's. I recognise the sound of the of a black powder weapon, so I know it's going to take a bit of bit to reload it, so I'm not too worried about that.
Yep. Okay, so you have a movement of 3. If you're running, it's 12 yards. Walking is 6. So yeah, it is 6 squares to run. Well, if you're doing that way, it's over the table. So what an athletics check?
Okay, I'm going to go around the table then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Dan, what do you do?
Okay.
The smoke's still there. It's still heavy in the air, but it's dissipated a little bit, so you can now sort of see. You can't see where he's gone, but you can see back probably to the end of the bar.
Okay, so I'm going to run towards the commotion.
Okay, you won't be able to run because you're in the cloud of smoke, so you'll only be able to move your 4 rather than your 8.
But you
Okay.
said it had cleared now.
Yeah, somewhat, so to stay around.
Alright.
At least you know the direction to walk in now, for example. Same with yourself, Wall. If you want to walk, you can do. You won't be able to run, though.
I'm going to collect all the drinks.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And then I'll leave it for now. And then
Okay.
next turn I'll move.
Rich.
I'm done. Yeah, I've just tried to assist, but it's not my fight.
Gustav, by the way, is you just run past him at Cargun. He was rather excited and confused. And he's brandishing his own blunderbuss now and yelling for you to stop. No idea what's happened downstairs, but he's proving to, determined to put a stop to it. Like, Master Dwarf, stop right there.
Yeah, I'm stopping at a blunderbuss that's not been fired yet.
Okay, so you go down here. And you're going to go up here as well. Okay. And that'll be there. 5. Okay, so as you get to the top of the stairs, you can see that Philippe is already halfway out the window. It's now or never if you want to try and catch him. You'll have to leap from the second to top step.
Yeah, I'm not going to out athletic a human.
Okay.
I think I'm stopping because of the blunderbuss from the barkeep.
Okay. That's fine. In which case he's landed, presumably somewhere outside. Toby, can you make me? In fact, yes, Toby, can you please make me a law local test?
Well,
And I'm going to make this a average roll, please.
yeah. There we go, back to normal.
No worries. Zydel and Kazarea. No, actually, Zydel, you can make me a law Reichland test, Dan. Again, it's going to be average.
Okay.
And Kazarea, you can. You've not got anything on there. So you can make me a difficult common knowledge test. Which is just
Where
making me
is
intelligence test. Intelligence,
intelligence?
but make it difficult. Click on the 36, that's it.
Yeah.
Yay!
No worries. Okay. And then that only leaves short ass.
Oi.
Tom. If you could please make me an appropriate test for yourself. Probably be. Yeah, again, it'd be intelligence.
Difficult, did you say?
I'll make it. Given your background, I'll make it just challenging for yourself.
Yay!
Okay, and finally, Wall. Let's have a look at your sheet. Oops.
Law of Iceland.
If you got it, yeah.
Yeah.
And that one can be again a average test, please. Okay. So, Tom, you know from the layout of most of these coaching houses that the stables are at the back end of the courtyard, and the window is jumped through is going to be right in front of the stables. So you are presuming that someone making a run for it like that is likely to be heading for the stables, either to hide in the stables or to obtain a horse and make a run for it.
I'm going to shout downstairs. I think he's going to the stables.
Okay, the only one close enough to hear that will be you, Rich. You can hear him say it again, Tom.
I think he's off to the stables.
He's off to the stables. Just repeat it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, in that case then,
He's off to the stables.
Kazarea and Zidel. Zidel, you won't have heard that because your ears are still ringing, but Kazarea, you'll have heard it.
Okay, well, I will try and run towards the stables at this point then.
Okay, as you run past, you want to tell the others because they'll be close enough for you to hear you.
Yeah. Will.
Okay, so you better move your. If you're running, it'd be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then be down
6,
to the stables. So it's 6. It'd be.
7.
Yeah, that's not the stables. The stables is further down. Are you going? Are you going to go in there and hide or what?
Hold on, where's the stables?
Down.
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 Yeah, down this end.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. So you'd be there. Yeah.
Okay.
Dan. So you've just about gathered what's happened.
Yeah.
You've seen him scarper up the stairs, or you've gathered his scarper upstairs. You've seen Gustav now come down at the bottom of the stairs, brandishing the blunderbuss. Stop all this now! What's going on? And then you've just heard Kazarea say to you on the way past, "He's going to the stables."
Okay, so
I just
I'll
shot out the door.
also try and run to the stables. 1,
Yeah, you can run now. Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wall, what are you doing?
Well, I've gathered all the drinks up. I'll have a quick look on the floor, see if he's dropped anything in his hurried escape. And then I will start moving down towards the coach people with all these drinks.
Okay. No, it doesn't appear to have dropped anything.
Yeah, I haven't heard what's going on there. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
There
Cool.
you go.
Okay. So you guys should be able to see him from there, and you can see him there, and he's having a go at the lock. The stable doors are evidently locked, and he's got something in his hand. He seems to be attempting to pick the lock.
Hmm.
Wayne, I've sent you a message on Messenger.
Oh, don't do that. I've not got my phone. It's upstairs next to
Oh,
baby.
sorry.
You can whisper on here if you want to send it privately.
No, it's not private. I was just saying that we changed my skill bow, and it was supposed to be to language Bretland Bretonian. But
Tonian. Oh, right. I've not done it. Sorry.
no, it's okay. But the bow skill's gone, but I ain't got language Bretonian.
Right. Okay.
Kind of change
Well,
that play tonight.
yeah. You'll be able to speak to me in French if that's what you want to do. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So, Tom, are you staying upstairs? You coming down? What are you doing?
I'm coming back down.
Okay. So, yoink. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Yeva?
I'm running towards him. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Dan?
And as I'm running, can I shout, "Hey, Lister, where's the card game you promised?"
He's not noticed you as it is. Are you sure you want to shout from that layer?
Oh, if he's not noticed, then no.
Okay. Yeah. Dan?
I'll run towards him as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. What are you armed with?
I have a dagger and a sword.
Sword. Yeah, so not within range yet. Okay. Rich?
To go up the stairs to where, I'm gonna, so this window is just going out of, and I'm going to look out the window.
Okay.
Which might, I know it's technical terms.
As you get to there, you obviously can't get past the rather stout dwarf and fellows there at the moment. You do a little bit of dancing on stairs.
Yeah, he's there. I'll stand out of the way. I'm not in a rush.
Wall, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're out at the table with all the drinks in your hand. Gustav looks up. You're joining us, Mr. Priest?
If I give you 3 drinks each, can I have passage on your coach?
What? It got to the point where it's just not comprehensible right now. His eyes are completely glazed over. Holtz looks at you. Holtz is slightly more sober, you'd probably think. And then he goes to lean over to get the one of the drinks from you, as a way to answer you maybe. And he does so. He just falls onto the table, and the empties that are on there just clatter onto the table. And he goes, "Oh, I'm more drunk than I thought I would be." And then he sits back down.
So good
Meanwhile,
doing
outside.
business with you.
Meanwhile, outside, Philippe is far too preoccupied with this to notice you behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't got a clue that you're about to barrel into him, presumably. So then we go. Yeah, we'll concentrate on the outside. Yeva, what are you doing?
Can Dan go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to come up behind him since he hasn't noticed me, and then I'm going to grab him and hold my dagger to his throat.
Okay, so this is a grapple test then. So you want a brawling test. So melee brawling. And it's opposed, but I'm going to give him a -20 penalty because he doesn't know you're there. So don't forget to target him.
Okay.
melee brawling. It'll be hard.
No,
20.
but you didn't put your dagger to his throat. You put it to his
Yes,
left
I'm
leg.
doing
Ooh, you've done it though.
Yes, success by 1. So yes, you've managed to grab hold of him, but in doing so, you've not been able to get your dagger up to his throat. But you've run up behind him, and he's using with his left hand. He's got hold of the lock. His right hand is picking it. So what you've done is you've come up behind him, and you've put your right hand underneath his armpit and clasped your hand right at the back of his neck. So his hand's like, whoa, over there. At the same time, you then put your left hand under his left armpit and you clasp his hands. So you like getting him in a full Nelson. And then you slam his face against the stable doors.
Okay.
So he's turned his head and he's scraping it up against the wooden door.
Okay.
What do you do now?
I'm going to shout to Yeva, come and relieve this man of his coin purse.
That's a good fucking cover, is that, for a bandit being a bounty hunter?
Yeah. I'm gonna run up.
Unhand me, you ruffian! Unhand me!
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, if I run, can I do anything else?
Well,
we're not
yeah, considering
technically
he's
in
currently
combat.
disabled. He's having
Yeah.
his face rubbed against stable
Yeah,
walls.
so I'm gonna
Stable
relieve
wood,
him
aren't
of
you?
his coin purse.
Yep.
As I do that, though, once I've relieved him of his coin purse, I want to try and grab some coins out of it for myself.
Okay.
Using the fast hands and nimble finger, and seeing as the coin purse is in my hands, as the
Yep.
fast hands then apply the.
So you're just going to grab a handful of coins and shove it in your purse yourself?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Should give him a wink as well.
I am probably, if you notice it. How much do I get?
Oh, sorry, Silver's awake. Let's have a roll. It is 3 shillings and 2 pence.
That puts me in a bit of a better position.
I may DC here. Just a minute. I'm just going to go and get the baby and bring her down with me. Okay. He also has a sword and a pistol on his person.
Yeah, you might want to take them off him as well.
Okay. Yeah. I'll disarm him.
She appears to have put herself back to bed. Or she stopped shouting at least. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Right, in which case then, let me go on your trappings. Have you added the coins? Yes, you have.
Yes, I have. Of course, I have.
Items. Pistol. Bump. And arms. Items. A sword. There you go. A dagger and a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad day's profit.
Well, considering they don't know how much money I had, and now I have definitely more money than I had when I started it,
Exactly.
this is definitely going well for me.
Okay. Dan, please make sure you are targeting Philippe because he is going to make a opposed strength test with you now.
Okay.
You need to make a strength test, please.
It's on challenging, or doesn't it matter?
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It's opposed. So he's 1, so that means after you've taken his items off him, he's managed to struggle free. And with it, he gets to move half distance. Do you wish to let him go at this point, or do you wish to chase after him again? Because you've already relieved him of his purse,
Yeah,
and his pistol, and his sword.
yeah. I'll just say to him, don't come back or try any funny business, or next time your life will be forfeit. And I'll say it in my most threatening manner.
With that, he scarpers. Rich, you're at the top of the top of the stairs, looking through the window, and you've seen you've not seen Yeva and Dan physically involved in. All you see is the altercation outside, and you hear the conversations taking place as he's run off.
Fair enough.
And then presumably you two are going to return to the bar.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Yeva. I want to see the purse and see how much is in there.
As we return to the bar, because there will be this bit where no one inside is going to see us.
Yep.
Can we, as we slowly walk this path, ascertain approximately how much money is in this purse?
How much did you take? Was it 3 shillings 2 pence?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. In which case there is 46 shillings and 65 pence.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give 5 shillings to 5 shillings to Zadel, and I'm gonna take out another 5 shillings for myself. And I will say, I think this will look quite plausible as what he would have had in his purse for the others. Wouldn't you think so?
Probably.
Okay, in which case then add 5 shillings each to your character sheet.
I mean, I'm doing quite well here. 8 shillings up from the start of the session. But yeah. And then I will pass. I think as we come back, we're gonna go back to the table. Will Zadel have told me about the whole thing of him having to retrieve the money for the
You gathered from
Gunner.
the conversation, didn't you?
Yeah. So we'll just go back. I'm not gonna hand the purse over, but we can go back to the table and then sort of hand the money back.
But no, how much is left in it? How much is left in it?
So we took
There were 40 odd, weren't there?
36 shillings and...
No, 46 shillings.
Yes, but they've
46.
taken 10 out.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. 36 left. 36 shillings and 65 pence.
So don't take it back to the table and give him all that. We're not going to give him it all back.
No.
You've already taken 10 shillings out of it.
Yeah, fuck that. He wasn't going to get out. He's going to be happy with what he gets.
Or here's the thing: we could say that he ran away and didn't have anything, and then we can just keep the.
Well, we can give him. How many of us is there altogether?
5.
So we can give him, say, 15, and say, but that's covering our passage as well, because some people have already got passage.
Okay, don't I already have passage, by the way?
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
But you couldn't have done anything without me
I
tackling
know.
the dude.
I know.
And you've already
So,
pocketed extra money.
well, only the
You don't
5
know that, though.
shillings. Yeah, you only know about the 5 shillings that
Yeah.
you've taken out of the purse. You don't know about the rest. Um, yeah. Right, so,
So we'll give him 15 back.
okay. And we can say that he spent the rest on the booze and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
He appears to have. Okay. So I'm sort of gonna take the rest out, leaving 15 shillings in. So how much that?
11 shillings and 5 pence. You need to take out
11 shillings and 65 pence.
65 pence. All right. I thought you said 5, but okay.
Hold on. So if he.
In total, he had 49 shillings and 67 pence. You've
Right.
already taken 10 shillings. You've already taken 10 shillings out.
49 and what was that? 60.
67 pence. You've already taken 10. You've already initially took 3 shillings 2 pence out of it. Then you've taken another 10 shillings out of it. 5 to you, 5 to Dan.
So he will be on 36 shillings
36.
and 65
Correct.
pence.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to leave just 15 shillings in there, that means that you're
leaves...
adding an additional 11 shillings 65 pence to yourself.
No, we're
Leaving-
adding 21. 21, not 11. 21.
21 shillings 65 pence. Sorry.
Yes.
Leaving 15 shillings in there. Yep. Cool. All right. So you guys come waltzing in then. And how are you doing this? Are you just waltzing and plonking it down?
Once I've taken the 21, the 21 etc. out, I'm gonna
Yep.
pass the bag to Zadel,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I am going to stand next to Goethe, right? And as
This guy's
Zadel
gone to
is
bed, by the way.
as Zadel is talking, well, as Zadel will be doing the talking and everything, I'm gonna discreetly, because obviously I can do it discreetly, pass 5 shillings to Goethe.
Okay. Over to you then, Dan.
I'm going to put the purse down on the table in front of the 2 gadgets
Yeah.
and say, "Here's your money back from that fop."
And Gunnar looks up, and before I can say anything, you can hear Blackie. Money for the fop! Money for the fop!
That's it.
Gunnar looks up. Oh, is this from Descartes? Philip Descartes? Is that his purse?
Yes, it is.
Hey! I tell you what. Zeidel, was it? Zeidel?
Yes.
Seen as we're mates now, yeah? Yeah? We're mates, you and I, are we? Are we mates? Ah, alright. Use the money in there, get everyone a drink, and you have the rest. You're a good lad. We're mates.
Very kind.
Holtz, we're mates. You know that? Yeah. Hey, look, he's my mate too, and he points to Holtz. We're mates. Your mate. Yeah. Where you staying tonight? You got your own room, or are you in the dorm? We're in the dorm. We're gonna be up all night. Yeah. Oh, look, look! And he points at the glasses that Gertrude brought over. You've brought them over already? Ah, good lad. Hey! And Holmes goes, hey! And they just
I
pick the drinks
brought
up.
them over.
Yeah, but
as
he doesn't
payment.
need to know that, and in doing so, he thinks that's what's just come over. He's like, hey, he's brought them in already. Hey, that's how pissed they are. And they're, hey, and they're clinking tankards and beer sloshing all over the place, and they're down on it. Hey. And the three ladies down here have seen enough, and they retire
Oh, I
upstairs
was
to
just
the
about to
bedroom.
go over to them as well.
Right, I'm going to add 15 shillings to my purse then.
Yep.
Well, I've passed
Yeah.
5 to Goethe, so I still have 16.65 on me.
It's the most money I've ever had.
I am going to be nice and try and get some more I given 5 to Goethe because he was nice. He spoke to me at the start. Others though, sorry, Rich.
That's okay.
Toby's the one that's actually negotiated your free passage anyway.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Toby, Rich.
Toby.
Oh, Rich.
He was the one that convinced the
Okay.
the two drunks that you'd already paid for you.
Okay, well then Rich gets 5 as well.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
And I got us half price passage.
Yep.
Well,
By the way, they're that pissed that we're going to tell them that we all paid last night anyway.
Yep.
and
Yeah, that was my plan.
yeah, Rich gets 5 as well. And I'm gonna give the dwarf 3. I'm gonna give the dwarf 3 shillings and 65 pence.
Well, thank you very much.
Which leaves me with another 8 shilling to add on my
Okay. The one thing that you won't be able to bluff your way through though is the accommodation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we now
So
have
just
some
a
money.
reminder that the bedrooms, if there's 2 bedrooms available, each can sleep 2 comfortably. They are 10 shillings per night.
Phew.
Or if you want to stay in the dormitory, it is 15 pence or
Yeah.
10 pence without a bed.
I'll pay 15 pence.
I'll stump up 15 pence.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I've got this extra money.
I don't need
Right.
no bed.
Yeah, I'm going to still sleep on the floor.
Everyone take 10 or 15 pence off the sheet then, please, and we shall move on
No.
to the following morning.
I refuse. I've already paid.
Well, obviously, yes. Yeah. It's rapidly approaching like 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock at night when you all retire. The 2 coachmen come in at probably about 1 in the morning, and you can hear they're still chatting shit. And one of them says to the other that the road wardens are all corrupt and can't be trusted, and you can hear the what's his face? Forgot the name. Sorry, Gunnar. Gunnar's like shh, shh, Holtz, don't let Gustav hear you say that. It's true. You can't trust a single one of them. You have seen them on the. What was I saying? Was it your round? No, we need to get some sleep. We're up early in the morning. Yeah, but just what? And then Gustav then enters the dorm with another tanker for them both. Hey! He's trying to get to sleep, and every few seconds, hey! And clink, clink, clink of tankards and stuff. Must be 2, maybe 3 in the morning before they finally shut up and go to sleep. Following morning, then. you wake up, and by the time you're all ready, you get yourself outside. You can see that the going to be a slight numeracy issue here. It's almost 10 o'clock before the coach is finally ready, because the coachmen are still asleep, both nursing titanic hangovers and speaking in mumbles. And they're preparing the coach and horses together, and they're like nursing massive headaches, frequently clutching their heads, moaning as they do so. It's almost 10 o'clock before the coach is finally ready, and you can embark. However, the coach can only fit 6 people comfortably inside. Lady Isilda flatly refuses to be crammed in with commoners, claiming it's bad enough to have to travel with riffraff without their dirty knees and elbows being constantly thrust into one's face. The coachmen are absolutely not getting involved in this. They are just can't even, because they're how hungover they are. So you've got Isilda and her two a handmaid and a bodyguard who are there. So that's 3. Ernest is also there as well. That's 4. Philippe's nowhere to be seen, so he's not going to be there. So there's only 2 spaces in the coach. There is room for 3 individuals to ride on top.
That's fine. Dwarf can go on top.
That was volunteered. It was me.
I'm going to sit inside because I'm the coachman's mate and I did all that work for him.
Well done.
I'm going to ask if they object to a priest of Sigmar riding with them.
What is your social status?
Blue. No, that's my eye colour. Yeah, she's not going to want me there. It's brass. No, class 2, brass 2.
Yeah. So she's turning her nose up at you completely, like, what? Commoner? No, no. Ugh. And she
Very well, my lady. Sigmar
she
sees all.
She motioned to Zidel, who appears to be a little bit better dressed than you. Take this gentleman's scar off, and he could be quite presentable, perhaps.
Indeed, I am, my lady.
And that, and points towards Kazureya, whatever that is, get it away from me, flea-ridden thing.
Hold on.
No.
How
hold
do
on, I'm
how,
not
how
sharing,
do
not sharing with
classes?
you.
No, Wayne. How do classes rank? Because I am brass 1.
Yes.
Oh, you're worse off
the
than
lowest,
me.
the lowest, the low.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Fair
brass
enough.
1, brass 2, brass 3, silver 1, silver 2, silver 3, gold 1, gold 2, gold 3, gold 4, gold
Okay.
5.
I think it theoretically goes up to gold 7 for one of them, which is more than anything else.
Okay.
But yes, she's flat out saying, like, you know, if this coach is going anywhere, then that thing pointed at you is riding on the roof. So she's insisting that you go on the roof before the coach goes anywhere.
Fair enough.
Surely, my lady, if this coach goes anywhere with you, it goes.
Yeah, I suppose I'll climb on the roof.
You're on the roof. Richard's on the roof. Who else is on the roof?
It'll be me then, won't it?
Okay.
I'll make sure I'll sit above her.
Now, I do want a gossip test or a bluff test of some description from Zidel, Kurgan, and Goethe to try to persuade the 2 that you paid previously. They remember the conversation from Toby and about him and Kazureya, so I won't need another roll from yourselves.
What
I
kind of test
provided
do you want
you with drinks.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember most things.
That is the
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I got you the money back off the FOP, remember, and paid you then.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, you remember? Yeah, yeah. What, Zara, was it? No,
Seidel.
Zeke. That's your name, isn't it? Zeke.
Seidel. We're mates,
That,
remember?
yes, I remember. Do you remember he went to the bar and he back in like 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Great, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Of course, yeah, come on in, lads, come on in. So,
Okay.
by the time you're all ready, the coachmen are then just no longer prepared to depart. One of them's gone to the outhouse, and the other can't be persuaded to unlock the door. And the other's heard just be snoring softly from his seat on top of the coach.
Anybody got driving as a skill?
Yep. It's not very good, but I do.
Yeah, I can drive. But
But we're not taking the lady.
Yeah.
She's not
Serious
paid
trouble.
us.
You'd be in serious trouble if you ever caught stealing a coach with the road wardens.
yeah, I mean,
We're not
We're
really
not
stealing.
stealing it.
could
He's
you guess
here.
one of the drivers?
One of the drivers is here. The other one is indisposed because of drinking. One of them is here, sleeping. Not really stealing.
Let's wait for them.
You three that are on top of the coach can smell and can hear repeatedly. It is not nice.
Oh. At least we're on top of the coach and it's fresh air around us.
Are you just waiting?
Lager farts. Lovely.
God.
Okay. In that case, then it takes another 20 minutes until he comes out of the outhouse and sits down and nudges his compatriot. Wake up! Wake up! Off we go then. So they finally ready to begin, and they whip the horse into a slow walk, about 2 miles an hour. Bumped. Oh, my head. Oh. It's a slow, very, very slow plod. And at this speed, the coach movement is a slow, gentle rocking that's easy on the coachmen's heads. But it's obvious, though, that you're not going to make the next in before dark.
We could walk faster than this.
Well, I can't say because I'm inside.
I was going to stretch out and just go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's not raining yet.
Yeah. I'll attempt to do the same. I'll just lay down where I can along the top and catch up. Just relax as best easily with it going so slow and gentle rocking. And
I got lost sleep from those two last night.
yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Catch up on the sleep that those rowdy bastards caused us to lose out on.
After about 20 minutes, it starts to rain.
Rifle.
Beautiful.
First drops soon develop into a downpour that rapidly soaks you three up on top.
Does that cause us to speed up, or are we still going really slow?
It's still going really slow.
You get a free bath.
I think I'm going to ask the coachman if they want somebody a bit more sober to drive.
To which point the boss, oh yeah, go for it. If you want to go, you do it. I can get my head down then.
Right, I'll take over the reins and get us up to some proper speed.
Okay, in which case then, Tom, I would like you please to make me an average drive test. Otherwise, the journey's going to be the same speed.
Oh.
Yes, but
Oh.
okay. So yeah, no, it's fine. It is getting significantly faster, and you're going to hopefully make up for lost time. Okay. Dan, I realise it's just gone 12:30. Are you okay for just 10 minutes, just to leave us on a bit of a cliffhanger?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, after a couple of hours, after the coach joins the main road, it rounds a bend and comes upon a grisly sight.
Is it a bear?
What's happened is, with the mist descending on here, Kargan, you have just said to the drivers that you just need to can they just hold the reins for you for just a minute? And before you know what's gone on, there's some kind of humanoid figure squatted in the road, and as the drivers have gone to avoid it, they've lost control, and the coach has just jolted, and one of the wheels has just come off and rolled forward, and with a thundering thunk, the coach crashes into this wall, and the horses bolt. No one suffered any. Yes, your coach. No one suffered any damage from it because it's like the shaking and jolting of the coach has led to the horses running off. So the coach has just come to a slow stop. So no one suffered any damage, but you've just been completely powerless as the two horses have gone bolting off. As you turn to your right, you can see some more figures here, down here, and squatting in the road is a human figure. His back to the coach, bent over the body of a Four Seasons coachman. The figure turns, and you see a severed human hand hanging out of the character's disgusting mouth. The creature is recognisably human, but flesh hangs in tatters from its face and hands, and green ichor seeps from its eyes. Spitting out the hand, it rushes towards the coach, brandishing a bloody dagger. Rich, I am going to attempt to show you a journal entry, and just you. Oh no, that's showing everybody. Never mind, that's fine. So yeah, the figure rushing manically towards you looks familiar. Then it suddenly comes to you. Beneath the rotting flesh and dripping ichor,
It's Rolf Harris.
That's what I thought.
Rolf Hertzis. I told you there was some name playing here. Rolf Hertzis, an old friend and a thief. You had many escapades together in your youth, but now he's horribly changed. It was about a year ago that Rolf developed a strange rash.
Oh, yeah.
He changed, becoming irritable and even violent at times. To hide his skin complaints, he made himself a hood out of an old sack, but this made it hard for him to see, and he was unable to escape the watch when a job went wrong. The last you knew, he escaped from a cell and vanished without a trace, until now. And that is where we shall leave it.
Excellent.
Now then, firstly I'm going to stop the recording, then I'm going to go for the XP awards.